Welcome back to part 2 of this true life story. In this episode, we journey deeper, uncovering the terrifying moments she faced and the mysterious events that followed. Before we continue, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and turn on the notification bell. Your support helps this channel grow and bring you more captivating true life stories like this one. Are you ready? Let's dive right in.
Except the food wasn't food anymore. It was crawling, alive. I screamed. The shadow vanished instantly. My husband turned sharply, eyes wide, face twisted in terror. Not at me, but at what had just disappeared. "What did you do?" he shouted, voice cracking. "You shouldn't have seen that." He rushed toward me, but collapsed midway, clutching his chest. I fell to my knees beside him, shaking. "Honey, what's happening?" He looked at me, tears streaming down his face. "It started with my great-grandfather. He made a covenant, one that feeds on the bloodline. I've been feeding it every night because if I stop, it'll come for you instead." I stared at him, trembling uncontrollably. "You're saying all this time you were protecting me?" He nodded weakly. "But now that you've seen it, it knows you too." I didn't sleep that night. Not even for a second. He had fainted in my arms, his skin clammy and pale, his lips whispering words I couldn't understand. I dragged him upstairs, laid him on the bed, and sat beside him till morning, watching, waiting, praying. But the strangest thing happened. At exactly 3:14 a.m., the same sound echoed from downstairs. A chair scraping, a bowl clinking, a faint whisper. Only this time, my husband was right beside me. I froze. Slowly, I turned my head toward him. He was still unconscious. Then who was eating downstairs? My phone was still recording from earlier. My hands shook as I grabbed it, switched on the camera, and began to tiptoe toward the stairs. The whispers grew louder the closer I got. It wasn't one voice. It was two. But both sounded like him. When I reached the dining room, I felt the air grow heavy, thick, almost hard to breathe. My heart pounded so fast I thought I'd pass out. The table was set again. A bowl of iba and soup, 2 plates, 2 shadows, and one of them turned toward me. "Come, daughter." It wasn't a human voice. It was layered, deep and broken, like 1,000 people speaking at once. I stumbled backward, hit the wall, and everything went dark. When I woke up, it was morning. My husband was beside me, holding my hand, his face pale but calm. "You went downstairs, didn't you?" he said quietly. I nodded. He sighed, covering his face. "Now it's seen you. It won't stop. That's what I've been trying to protect you from." "What if I choose to partake in it? What happens then?" I asked, my voice choked in fear. "My whole family, including our unborn children, pays for it," he whispered. Terrified, I looked into his eyes. I couldn't say a word. The next morning, everything felt wrong. The air was heavier. My husband's eyes were swollen red as though he hadn't slept. He barely touched his breakfast. Then the calls started coming in. First from his mother, then his brother, then an unknown number. One by one, they came, and by the time the last one ended, his face had drained of color. "Honey, what's wrong?" I whispered, my heart pounding. He just looked at me. That look, the same one he wore the night he first told me never to come near him when he's eating in the dark. The look that said, "It's beyond me now." "They said," he swallowed hard, "they said you must become a part of it. Or else," he broke off, gripping the edge of the dining table. "Or else what?" I demanded. He looked at me, tears in his eyes. "I didn't want this life. I never did. I told them I didn't want to marry because I knew how damned my family was. But you insisted, and I loved you too much to say no. Now the deed has been done. You've seen what you weren't supposed to see. You have to be initiated, honey. Tonight." I stepped back, shaking my head. "No, I'm not doing anything demonic. I rebuke it." Before I could finish, the front door creaked open. They walked in. His mother first, draped in white, her face pale as chalk. Then his two brothers. Then an old man I'd never seen before, carrying a small clay pot wrapped in red cloth.
My heart stopped. "What is happening?" I screamed. No one answered. They surrounded me like shadows. Then I heard his father's voice from behind them, calm and cold.
"Don't panic, my dear. It's only for tonight. We have to do this so you don't run off."
On my wrist. Before I could react, his younger brother shoved me down onto a chair. The ropes came next, coarse, tight, biting into my skin. My husband stood frozen, tears streaming down his face. "Honey, please forgive me." I screamed until my throat burned, but the house swallowed every sound. The lights flickered. Somewhere, a clock ticked. Minutes dragged like hours. Then, silence. They moved me to the bedroom, locked the door, and left. For a moment, I sat there trembling, my breath shallow. Then I noticed it, a small blade, half hidden behind the dresser. My heart raced. Carefully, silently, I grabbed it and began sawing through the rope. Every stroke burned my skin, but I didn't stop. When the last thread snapped, I stumbled to the dresser, hands shaking. I grabbed my phone and dialed my parents. "Daddy, please, come. Something's happening. The door burst open before I could finish.
How dare you?
Dare you? His father roared, eyes blazing like fire. I froze, my phone still in my hand.
Welcome to African Folktale with Z. If you would like to know what happens next, type next and it will be dropped this instance. Don't forget to like, share and follow as this channel needs your support to grow.